Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me once again for another video. This video is going to be on my MAC brush collection, which was requested by my girl Black Barbie Makeup. I tried to wait until I got to 20 brushes, but that's going to take a little longer than what I'd like. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the 18 brushes that I do have. I believe there's 18. I'm not sure. The first brush I'm going to show you is my 109 brush, which is a contour brush. You can also use it as a blush brush, but I mainly use it to contour my cheeks. The next one is the 128, which is my favorite face brush, like out of all the brushes that I have. And this is a split hair fiber blush brush, but I use this for everything. I mainly use this to apply my Studio Tech foundation, but you can also use it of course for blush, cream, or powder. You can cinch it like that and use it to contour your cheekbones or your nose. You can also set your concealer with this brush. You can also apply your under eye concealer as well. And you can also set your foundation with this brush. I love this brush, multi-use, and it was a little expensive, but you know what, it was well worth it because I can use it for more than one thing. The next one is my 129 powder slash blush brush. I mainly use this to apply blush, but you can also set your makeup with this one. The infamous 150, which is a tapered powder brush. I love this brush. I use this brush to set my makeup or to apply my Studio Fix powder foundation. The last face brush I'm going to show you is the 163, which was a limited edition brush. I can't think of the name of the collection it came out with, but it is a contour brush. Very easy to use for contouring your cheeks as well as your nose. On to the eye brushes in no particular order. This one here is the 224, which is a tapered blending brush. Great for blending out colors on the lid. You can also set your concealer with this, as well as contour the sides of your nose. Very great brush. The next brush is the 204, which is a spoolie brush. Self-explanatory. The next one I have is the 215, which is a medium-sized smudger brush. Great for packing the color on the lid. I would definitely suggest this brush for beginner buyers. The next brush I have is the 239. The name or the number is kind of scratched out a little bit there, but this is a great brush. I use it for applying color to the lid as well as color to the brow bone. I definitely suggest this brush for beginner buyers. Next one is the 195, which is a concealer. I love using this brush to apply and blend out my paint pots. This one is a 217. I've had this brush for quite some time, so you cannot see the MAC name or the number, but I absolutely love this brush. This is my number one eyelid or eye brush or whatever. I love this brush because it gives an excellent application. It makes it look as though you applied your makeup using an airbrush. I just love this brush. Next I have my 286, which is a synthetic natural hair dual fiber brush. A blending brush, which is great. I use this brush to blend out my paint pots as well as my cream bases, and I also use this to apply pigments. Next one is another limited edition brush. It is the 234 brush, which is a split hair fiber brush, much like the 217, except for this one has synthetic hair on one side and natural hair on the other side. I don't grab for this brush that often, but I do use it as a backup for my 217. I was thinking about buying another 217 brush, but you know what, I have this one and it does just as good as the job, so I may just use this one. So yeah. The next brush I have is the MAC 249, which is a large, what they would call shader brush, I guess. I don't grab for this brush that often, but this brush is great to use if you are defining your eyebrows with concealer. And you can also use it for all over the lid color and also to apply concealer in certain areas, I guess. I don't really use it that much. I don't really like it. I have the 214, which is a mini smudger brush. I love this brush. This is my most recent purchase, and I absolutely love this brush. Great for smudging out the color on the eyelid, under the eyelid, as well as packing the color to the eyelid. Love this brush. Next one I have is the 212 brush, and I love this brush. I use this brush to shape my eyebrows with concealer. I love it because it is a synthetic. Is this synthetic? I don't know what this is. I love it because this brush has very little give. It's very stiff and very great for shaping your eyebrows. Love it. Here is the 252. This is a must-have brush in my opinion because it has very soft hairs and it's great for packing the color all over the lid. It's also great for placing a highlight color under your brow. I absolutely love this brush. I also use this brush to apply and blend out my paint pots as well as my cream bases and primers and things as such. I would definitely suggest this brush. I love this brush so much that I'm thinking of buying a backup. Love this brush. And last but not least, I have my 242 brush. This brush I don't too much grab for, but it is a great brush when I need to pack on pigments to the eyelid. I can also use this to apply paint pots, but it's really great at packing the color onto the eyelid, and it picks up pigments very well and gives an excellent application of pigment. So yeah. So that's pretty much my collection. I hope you ladies enjoyed the video. I hope this was very helpful when it comes to you deciding on which MAC brushes to give. So as just like a brief overview, I'm just going to go over the brushes that I highly suggest for you to buy. Starting with the eye brushes, I highly suggest the 252 large eyeshadow brush. I highly suggest the 212, which is the flat definer brush. I highly suggest the 217, which is a blending brush. I highly suggest the 239, which is a small shader brush. I highly suggest the 224, which is a tapered blending brush. And that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll be seeing you guys later in my next video. Bye. Next one I have is the, what is this? The 204. Shit. Oh, Jesus. This brush is so little I can break this thing.